LeBron is number 2. There's no knock on LeBron. I'm not saying LeBron is bad. I'm not saying he's a bad player. Jordan is just better, but LeBron is a clear cut 2, meaning like nobody besides Jordan is on LeBron level. All right. The only person I would make an exception to is Bill Russell over Jordan or LeBron, only because he has 11 rings. He's a winner. 11 out of 13 years, he won a championship. If you want to say he's the GOAT, have at it. I'm with you. But outside of Bill Russell, nobody's touching LeBron. This is why, y'all. This is why I think LeBron is clear cut number 2 in front of everybody else besides Jordan, right? LeBron James. See, I wrote this down, Tom. It was on my notes. I was thinking about. Anyway, LeBron James, him and Jordan are the only players in NBA history that have at least 4 rings, four rings with every title they won being the Finals MVP. They're the only ones in NBA history. All right, Kareem, he doesn't have all. I mean, every championship he had, he didn't win Finals MVP. All right, so him and Jordan are the only ones that can say every team I ever played on, I was the clear-cut best player. Every time I won, I was a clear-cut best player. All right, so right there is give LeBron a huge edge. LeBron has longevity on the side, right? LeBron also has 4 MVPs, which rivals like Wilt Chamberlain. See, Wilt Chamberlain has 4 MVPs, but Wilt Chamberlain hasn't won like LeBron. Kareem has 6 MVPs, but he wasn't the best player on his team every time. So that's why I think that LeBron is a clear-cut number 2. You can't put nobody above him but Jordan. So, and Jordan is clear-cut number 1 to me. Like, I think he clear-cut. Like, everything I had said about LeBron, Jordan did it even more. Like, Jordan, 15 years, and that's including Wizards years, including the year he got hurt too. The second year, he didn't play. He had played 22 games. I want to add that in there. 15 years, LeBron's 20 years. All right, and Jordan did more. Okay, but LeBron went to college. LeBron didn't go to college. Okay, take off 4 of LeBron years. Let's say he get a 4-year head start. He started 4 years into his career. LeBron played 16 years, which is still more than the Jordan. Jordan had 15 years. Jordan 6 rings, LeBron 4. Jordan 5 MVPs, LeBron 4. Jordan 6 Finals MVPs, LeBron 4. Jordan 10 scoring titles, LeBron 1. I mean, Jordan Defensive Player of the Year, LeBron 0. Jordan Analytics, PR, number 1. Plus minus, number 1. I mean, like, he's the GOAT. But LeBron is definitely number 2. Because those PR stats I talked about too, LeBron's number 2 PR. LeBron's number 2 in plus minus. All right, so Kareem is not above LeBron. Magic is not above LeBron, and that's your Larry Bird is not above LeBron. I had a lot of people get at me when I made my LeBron video that Larry Bird is better than him. All right, so LeBron is second best all time.
Larry Bird beat Jordan though.
Yeah, he did. This we have. So they
I just want to throw it out there. I just want to throw it out there. I'm just throwing that out there, man. You know.
Yeah, he beat on. Yeah, he did.
He made. Yeah. I mean, the Pistons made Jordan cry on the bus too, but I mean, what I'm just saying, bro. Everything you said in the first topic, I mean, in the first segment of the show is kind of what I was going to add to it. I mean, that's he's definitely the GOAT off the court. That's why when I say he's the GOAT, that's what I mean. I allude to. As far as being on the court, I can't really say. Like, I want to say he's definitely number 2 because if you think about it, who really changed the league? Jordan did. Jordan changed the league in the most impactful way where it made people actually want to stay on their team and actually just want to get it through the mud. You know what I'm saying? And made people want to dunk. When you was trying to dunk at the age of 3, Dave. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. Or maybe you're looking at the comments.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments.
I was about to say, you definitely was trying to dunk because of Jordan. And when LeBron came into the league, when nobody really thinking about just the powder toss, that was about it, man. They was just thinking about having fun. He's an all-around team player, but I got to give it to you, Joe. I'll lend this to you on this day. On this day, Jordan is clear-cut number 1. LeBron James, to me, is the GOAT off the court because of the reason that you said. 1, businessman. 2, I've never seen nobody friendships last this long in business, and the fact that one of his friends is an agent. I also got to say he's a GOAT because he kind of silently is taking over the league. You know, he has more people signed to Clutch Sports than Rock Nation. You know what I mean? And he was supposedly with Rock Nation. The family man aspect, like all our superstars in face of the league had something in the media. Like, I don't want to bring it up, but we all know the Kobe situation, you know, AI and the clubbing, then Jordan with the gambling and stuff. but we're not gonna throw that out there. Maybe Jordan would have 7 rings if he would have never retired, to go play baseball. Shout out to Dave for doing the baseball show. Jordan was trash at playing baseball. We're gonna bring that up.
He was though.
So he's
He
really
definitely
not.
was.
But when you talk about PPR and all this stuff, man, it comes down to it when people say like, who would you want to play on the team with? And the first thing you're gonna say is Jordan because you're thinking winning, right?
No, people might say LeBron because Jordan is tough. That's why.
I'm asking y'all. Like, I already know what the people gonna say. I know what I'm gonna say.
It depends what kind of player you are. If you are a alpha, you might want to play with LeBron. If you're not an alpha, you want to play with Jordan.
Why do you say that?
Because LeBron is more passive. Jordan is more like stern. He's the top dog. LeBron will invite you in and be more and let you have your shine. All that stuff. Jordan not gonna do that. Jordan is my way or the highway type player. So a lot of people will be intimidated by Jordan. I should say that versus LeBron.
That's one of the reasons why a lot of people didn't want to play with Kobe. Kobe pretty much emulated himself the way Jordan did. Everything Jordan did, Kobe did whatever he could do. He could do to copy it. The Mamba mentality, I'm almost certain that came from however Jordan was. Jordan, no matter what it was, Jordan was there to outwork whoever it was. He was there to outplay whoever it was. That's just what the standard was when it came to Jordan. LeBron, on the other hand, like Joe said, he invites people in. Look at the situation he had with Draymond Green in the finals. You would have thought they would never be cool, and now they're business partners. There's a lot of things that LeBron does that those two players wouldn't have done during that time, especially during basketball time.
That man recruited him to his agency.
Exactly. And this is
that's a business move.
This is me giving praise to LeBron. This is not me putting down on LeBron. This is me praising him because it takes a certain type of mental toughness to do something like that.
Yeah, and humbleness.
Exactly, and humbleness. He knows by far he's the best player in the league. He knows that, but he still invites people in. When Kyrie was there, he let Kyrie get the shine. He's the one that told the coach, get Kyrie the ball, let him take the shot.
He did.
Kyrie took the shot, won the game. When he went to Miami the first time, he let D Wade lead the team because D Wade is already a champion. That was his team during the time. D Wade had to go to him and say, look, you are the best player on the team. In order for us to win, you have to play your game and you have to lead. Plain and simple.
I like this comment. Right here, I like this comment here. The way he gambled off the court, he might be the GOAT.
No. See, I'm not here to bring up the conspiracy.
That's right.
I'll leave that in the chat. I actually said it in the chat yesterday, so I'm
you did? Oh, he stole your stuff? Okay.
No. What I said about Jordan and that whole gambling situation. And whoever's watching the show, they know what I'm alluding to.
But I had to say that, Tom. I didn't want to take up the rest of your stuff. So
no. You was adding to why LeBron James is potentially the GOAT, but I'm gonna come back another day when I'm more prepared to have that debate with Joe.
Yeah, I'm more so saying that I agree 100%. He's the GOAT off the court. I think that's without question.
Yeah, he is.
No one can question that.
That's all sports.
All sports. This man has done endless things. Think about how players have their own shows and podcasts now. That's because LeBron started that with the Uninterrupted. He started all of that. He's the one that gained all that. Steph has it now. KD has his own podcast. Draymond Green has his own. JJ Redick has his own. Nobody was doing that before LeBron. LeBron started all that production stuff, man. It's not like Jordan wasn't in movies. Jordan was, but no one started doing it because of Jordan. They started doing it because of LeBron.
Hold on, I want to give him the shout out. I'd say LeBron started the media platform, but as far as like basketball, like sports podcasts, we gotta give a shout out to Knuckleheads. I believe like Darius Miles and Quentin Richardson. I think they started the rollout first, and then because they're like no one ever talks about them too. Like their podcast really started to sit. Yeah, they really started sitting down and talking to players, and then next thing you know, what is it? All the smoke came out, and then they just got like swept under the rug.
Yeah, but I'm not saying
media platform. I'm with you. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
I'm just talking about the media from that aspect, from everyone starting to do it. Yeah. I'm not saying that LeBron started it first. I guess I was wrong when I said that. So I'm not saying he started it first, but it's because of him that everyone else started doing it. Because you're right, Darius Miles and them, they did start it first. They were the ones having their podcast first, and I actually was watching this for a minute. And then when LeBron came out with all the smoke,
what I'm saying is he started the media platform. They just started the podcast. Sure. He gave you the all around like this is
everything.
What we doing with Refuse to Lose, basically.
Yeah, and then sports analysts started doing like Skip Bayless has his own podcast now. Shannon Sharp has his own. Stephen A. Smith has his own podcast. Like they weren't doing that stuff before. LeBron gave an outlet to a lot of people that didn't have it before. They didn't even have that thought process. And like Joey alluded to, he had all his friends. He made sure that all of them graduated college, all of them went through successfully, and all of them helped him out through his career. And they are still tight to this day. There's not one person in his circle that is not tight with him. And then, like I said, he's cool with just about everybody in the league. He has no real beef with anyone in the league.
That I don't
And
like.
a lot of people don't like it, but that's just how he is. That's just his personality. You can't necessarily. For me, I can't knock a person for his personality.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. We so used to the old school way, but like I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. If it's not hindering him from winning.
Now I ain't saying go knock him out when you get off the court, but it's more like you can sometimes see that friendly nature on the court too. Like at the end of the day, we all homies, but if we on separate teams, we're gonna try to give each other 30. Like sometimes LeBron had that moment where like you gotta tick him off for him to get there.
That's why Dwayne Wade has a better winning percentage against LeBron. Whenever he plays Miami, he doesn't win.
Hey, real quick, y'all, I'm about to get back to business. All right. I know we talking about him off the court, but can I address this real quick? Because one thing people do, right? I will bring up a bunch of stuff. This, that, and they'll point out one thing I said. Also, but AD has a higher PR than Shaq, bro. That's not the only thing I said. I didn't say he's the GOAT because he got a higher PR. I didn't say that.
That was just one of the
added to the list.
Yeah.
But look, it's not for y'all. People gonna watch this topic. They're gonna say in the comments, Twitter fingers, oh, LeBron the GOAT, y'all tripping. Can I just say this right here? All right. This is why MJ's the GOAT, y'all. 2 3-peats. Never been done outside of Bill Russell. Right? Only 2 3-peats, only 4. So I'm tripping. Only 2 3-peats, 4 in NBA history. He got 2 of them. 6 Finals MVPs, never been done. He's the only one that has it. 5 MVPs, only him and Kareem and Bill Russell. He played 15 years and was first team NBA 10 times. His rookie year, he wasn't first team NBA because he's a rookie. His second year, he won first team because he was hurt. And every other year after that, he was first team NBA as a Chicago Bull. First team NBA. All right? Then you look out, and then except for that year, he came back late. Like every year he qualified, besides his rookie year, he was first team NBA. 10 times scoring champ, more than anybody else. 10 straight for a season he did that. All right? Defensive player of the year. He was the first player in NBA history that won MVP and defensive player of the year at the same time. First player in NBA history. All right? Only Olajuwon has done that, and Giannis has recently done it, right? He's a 3-time steals leader. This is on defense. 3-time steal leader. He's 3rd all-time in steals, 2nd all-time in blocks for shooting guards, and he's one of 2 players to have 200 career steals, 100 career blocks. Scottie Pippen's the other one, right? Jordan did it twice, though. Right? He had 200 steals and 100 blocks in the season. Scottie Pippen did it one, he did it twice. Analytics, like I said, first in PR, first in plus minus, first in win shares per 48 minutes. All around, right? 24 games as a point guard. He averaged 39 and 10. Right? So he shows you how he can do it. Also, he has the most assists per game in the NBA Finals, not named Magic Johnson. Did y'all know
that? I knew that.
Right? He has the most assists per game in NBA Finals, not named Magic Johnson.
We don't care.
So people to that narrative, if LeBron prioritized scoring, he could have scored. Well, if Jordan prioritized assists, would you think he'd be a great passer too? All right?
No. I'm joking, bro. I'm joking because he's getting double teamed. So of course, that's why what's his name was making all the clutch. Okay. No. I'm saying that's why he was making all. In the finals, everybody had a chance to make the clutch bucket because he was like, "Look, I know they're gonna double team me. What is it, Kerr? He told Kerr, you better make it."
No, that was his first one against Magic.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
That's crazy, right? And then look, greatest scorer ever, averaged 30 points per game for his career, highest more than anybody. 33 points per game in the playoffs, highest more than anybody. 36 points per game in NBA Finals. I think Wilson got that dude from the Lakers, Elgin Baylor. All right. 38 points. He got 38 40-point playoff games. 38 40-point playoff games, David. 8 playoff games scoring over 50 points or more. Never scored under 15 points in a playoff game.
So Joe,
Hold on. I'm almost done. I got you.
it's like the end credits of a
All
Marvel
right.
movie, man. Sheesh.
6 games. He got 6 games under 20 his whole career as a playoff. He
Mhm.
averaged 41 points per game in the playoff series in the finals. Right. Jordan never had a bad series. This is also why he's the GOAT. Magic had Tragic Johnson. When I say bad series, I mean he didn't show up. Magic had Tragic Johnson. Bird in 81 averaged 15 points per game, and he had 2 8-point games that series. He didn't even win Finals MVP, by the way. Tim Duncan was a role player his last championship, so he wasn't even the best player his last championship. Kobe Bryant averaged 22 points, shot 30% from the field against Detroit. Wilt Chamberlain, 5 games he scored under 10 points in the NBA Finals. LeBron James, do I have to say 2011?
2011, you already know.
Okay, so hold on.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm glad you gave some clarity on that bad series thing, because the first thing somebody gonna say is
he lost, right?
But that's what. So this is where people. This is where the thin line comes for most people, because they'll be like, you know what, y'all praise everything that Jordan does, but y'all seem to forget about his losing years. I'm just telling you what the folks is gonna say.
No,
and
you're
then
right.
every time LeBron, because we see it, every time LeBron James loses, that's the first thing everyone brings up. They're like, well, remember you did this, remember you did that. Instead of knowing that, look, bro, you know how hard it is to go to the finals 10 straight times? LeBron James may be the Buffalo Bills of the NBA. You know, he went 10 straight times, but he got what, 4? Also, he won 5.
No,
One of the
4. Sorry.
he got 4. You
That's
trying to
4.
give him one this year? But and then like we said, he won the toughest one when he was in the bubble. Like, granted, because of Joe, because
one. I don't think people say that. That's not the
because
toughest
look,
one.
I didn't say I'm not saying it was the toughest, but it was tough to me.
Okay,
I didn't say toughest, but it was tough.
Okay. So I would say the only reason I would give it the slight chance of second because of the 3-1 series. Like that's hard as hell to do it. The only team that's ever done that was
How
the
is that
Bullets.
hard though?
Hold on, let me explain it to you,
Go
Joe.
ahead.
Let me explain it to you. Imagine this. We lived through COVID, right? Imagine you were like playing basketball all season. Next thing you know, this random disease just pops up, right? You don't know if you catch it, you're gonna die. You don't know. The body numbers is piling up. Then you say, you know what? I'm gonna go down to Orlando, Florida, in a bubble, away from my family for almost like a month, an entire month. All you got is FaceTime. A month as a man, you're away from your wife and your family. Oh no. That's what I'm saying. And a lot of people crumbled. They didn't.
The Clippers.
The two mental toughest teams made it to the finals, and I'm giving that
true.
That is true,
bro. In the Western Conference, look, in the second round, they allow family to come in.
That's at the finals.
But in the second round, they allow family to come in. Huh?
Was that the playoffs?
That's what I'm saying.
They only played 8 games before the playoffs.
But look, you said the 2 toughest mentally teams made it. That's not true. The 2 better teams won. I mean, y'all forget he had Anthony Davis, who started the year. LeBron, AD were the top 2 players in the NBA ranked. And don't forget, that's a year without the reigning champions, the reigning people who lost to Kawhi Leonard. Steph Curry didn't play that year, and KD didn't play that year. People don't talk about that part. The other 2 people that put LeBron out the previous years, they didn't even play that year.
They were hurt.
That's what I'm saying. So how is it the hardest championship? That's what I'm saying.
Because of the situation they were in, Joe.
The 2 best players were hurt.
Joe, the situation they were in. And why I say it's the mentally tough, the 2 mentally tough teams made it there, because look what also happened during the bubble. My man,
I think the Clippers were the only one I
was it Philando? No. Was it somebody died in Milwaukee and they stopped and they wanted to go on a strike. Everybody wanted to stop playing basketball in that moment. They all most of them were
Clippers.
Kyrie never went down there. He told them not to go.
It was the Clippers, bro. Everybody else was all in. I think Boston was all in. They just lost to Miami. They weren't mentally tough.
I'm not talking about going to the, but I'm talking about when they got down there. Another police situation happened. Milwaukee didn't play. Who was supposed to play that game? I think it was Milwaukee and the Magic or something. Yeah, they didn't show up.
Jonathan Isaac was the only one who didn't want to play.
What?
Yeah,
Jonathan did not want to play that game.
Oh, you talking about, okay, but they all got together. They all talked about it.
And they all said it, though. They still bring it up to this day. People were like, bro, we were going to leave.
Yes.
The reason why LeBron didn't want to stay because he thought he had a better chance to win because he had the better team there. Exactly. But because he had them all mentally prepared, bro.
I don't like that it's the toughest championship. I think Dallas Mavericks beating LeBron was the toughest championship. That's what I think.
Nah.
Right? He
It's
had
only
no
2.
other superstar on his team against 3 superstars, and he
Yeah.
led them to a championship. Being a lower seed, he beat them in Miami twice. He had to do that twice to beat them.
But why
So
do most people say he won though, Joe? Why
because
do
of
most people, they
LeBron,
said he had a
yeah,
mental breakdown?
yeah, that's true. That's true. LeBron crumble, right? But the bubble is not the hardest championship, bro. Like, yeah,
Joe, I'm telling.
he did
Right,
not play your like. Of course, off the
you
court you
thinking
can
on the
say
court?
it's hard, but on the court, Tomo, that was not the
That
hardest championship.
affects it though, Joe. You can't act like that doesn't affect what goes into you playing.
So you telling me when LeBron went against James Harden and the Houston Rockets, James Harden and the Houston Rockets were thinking about leaving the bubble?
James Harden want to go to the strip club, bro. That was the worst
I'm talking about
example.
while they were playing on the court with them. James Harden always trying to go to the strip club, bro.
Exactly, bro. You got me
That's nothing to
stuck
do with
down
the
here with no
bubble. What are you
women.
talking about?
I'm out of here. You can have it.
My whole thing is like we get that bubble championship. He won. Let's leave like that. Like what we try to do is try to uprise his championship, his 3-1
We
comeback.
have to.
They
'Cause
went
y'all
down
bring.
3-1.
You know
Draymond
why?
like they went down 3-1, bro. Like we didn't start off 3-1. They went down 3-1. They came back. So it is what it is.
But
But
you have to do that. The only reason people do that is because of what y'all do with Jordan. Y'all forget that he lost.
okay,
They always forget that he lost. It's like Jordan
right.
just came in the league and was just winning. Like he's
I
just a
got you right here.
certified winner.
I got you right here. I'm letting everybody know that's listening. I'm not Skip Bayless. All right, I'm not pointing out every time LeBron lost. The only loss I bring up that LeBron did was when he melted down. That's it.
Mavericks. I agree
When
with
he
that.
melted down. Jordan never melted down in any playoff series. He showed up every single time. That's why I said all these other superstars, Tragic Magic, Larry Bird only scoring 8 points in 2 NBA Finals, and he didn't win Finals MVP. Tim Duncan didn't win Finals MVP every time he won. So did Kobe. But he had Shaq. He couldn't win. But Kobe averaged 22 points per game when they lost to Detroit, an underdog, right? So everybody had some type of meltdown except for Michael Jordan. All
and
right?
we have to agree with that. Like that one point there, we have to agree with that. Like you
and
flat
also,
out.
Tombo, people always bring up why you bring up Jordan scoring 63 against bro. He lost. The reason why people bring it up because that was Jordan's second year and he broke the playoff record, which still stands to this day. That's why we talk about it. It's a playoff record, bro. It's an all-time record.
But let LeBron had did that. The first thing I would have said was he lost.
That's not me.
I'm saying we're not talking about Okay, we know where we all stand. I'm talking about for the masses. This is where the argument stands. I'm speaking for the people right now.
All right, people that's watching, forget that narrative, right? But LeBron never done it, so we're not even gonna talk about it. All right. So, but Jordan, that's a record, Tomo, that stands to this day. Like nobody has passed that record. It still stands to this. That was the second year. Come for a broken foot.
I broke it in 2K in my rookie year.
Come on, that's what you need. But hold on, Will. That's my last point.
But that's what people try to do with the 3-1 thing. They be like, Jordan never played a game 7, so he would have never had to come from back from 3-1.
Okay, people do say that.
We gonna always go tit for tat. It's always
people say that. People do say that. Who cares about if you play a game 7 now? Game 7, game 5, did you win? That's all I care about. Did you win the championship?
To me, that adds to Jordan's greatness, though. It's like, bro, you never had a chance to get there.
That's BS. Like, okay, you never played a game 7. Okay, but it wasn't like he was the reason why. Don't forget, Paxson hit a game-winning shot against the Suns to avoid a game 7. See, all right, so
and this one doesn't make you skip because you can acknowledge that.
Yeah, I'm not going to. So that's why I'm not going to give LeBron extra credit for coming back 3-1. You went down 3-1. You put yourself in that hole. And don't forget, Steph Curry had an injured knee. Nobody never talk about. And Draymond got suspended.
That don't mean nothing.
So it does. Look. We want to dig.
Draymond getting suspended?
No. Yes, Draymond getting suspended. They already didn't have Bogut.
Talking about the knee. The knee is different.
They already didn't have Bogut, who's a big. They didn't have Draymond. They had no big, except for Ezeli, I think. They had no big but Ezeli, and the lane was wide open. And you watch that game that you put up in your background, the 40 points, the lane was wide open the whole day. But I'm not going to nitpick that. They won. I'm going to give them credit for that. My last point is this, though. Man. Jordan has a complete resume, Tomo. Complete resume. All right? Look, y'all. There you go. Jordan has a complete resume. Wilt dominated stats, but didn't win like Jordan. All right? Jordan dominated stats. All right? Bill Russell won more than Jordan, but he didn't dominate it statistically like Jordan. Kareem, Duncan, and Kobe weren't always the best players on their team. And Bird Magic and Bron offensively were great, but defensively they wasn't always great. Jordan was great defensively, statistically great. He won, and he was always the best player. He has a complete resume, and that's why he's a GOAT. Sorry,
So
I was long-winded, guys.
now you did
I
your
had to put
thing.
that there.
Let me hold on. Game 1 of that series, right?
Go
Golden
ahead.
State won 104 to 89.
What's Steph Curry do that game?
I don't got his stats. So
What did starters do
I
that
just got the
game?
score up. Calm
That
down.
was the bench. But go ahead. That was the bench the first two games.
That's the same bench that beat him the year before when Kyrie was hurt. But
yeah,
there. Next game.
Oh, hold on. Before you continue, what are we trying to get to with this? You gotta go through.
What I'm trying to prove to
extra
you
credit
no. I'm trying to tell y'all that Draymond Green, one person should have not stopped him from winning one game. All they needed to do was win one game.
Go ahead.
I said, let him go, Joe.
110 to 77. That's game 2. That's a blowout. Game 3, Cleveland snuck up 120 to 90. So I guess that's when Steph knee got hurt, right?
Now Steph didn't even hurt the whole playoff. He didn't play the Rocket series.
Okay. That's the one. And then they played OKC.
They played Portland.
They played OKC before?
That's another thing. They was down 3-1 against OKC. Nobody never we never give Steph extra credit for coming back with 3-1. Like, bro, you put yourself.
That was the best team that year. They definitely give. Well, I don't know. I gave them credit for that. I gave them credit.
Man, that Warriors team is overrated. Steph Curry had a magical year. That's what happened. But go ahead.
Only reason I think some people say the Warriors, they knocked the Warriors because they always say the key point guard always got hurt when they was playing. But nah, you win.
But it's true. That did happen.
But at the end of the day, you win.
It's the first time we agree. My man hated D. Go ahead. Go ahead, Tomo.
That's because he's seen Jordan play live.
Then he know the truth.
Yeah, I would believe him. Like,
all right, go ahead. Continue.
108 to 97. So what's that? Now that's the 3-1.
They won, and Draymond got suspended the very next game. Go ahead.
Draymond got suspended for game. It had to have been game 5.
Yep.
Yeah. And who was at home? The Warriors, right?
No, that was Cleveland was at home.
They just beat Cleveland, and Cleveland went up 3-1.
Yep.
And then they went to Golden State, right?
112 to 97.
They went they was in Cleveland, I think.
Game 5 was in Oakland.
Yeah. Without Draymond, and they lost.
You can't win at home.
What was the score?
112 to 97.
How much did LeBron and Kyrie have?
They both put a 40 in that game.
40. You know why?
Clay
Because the lane was wide open.
Clay
the
had
lane
37.
was wide open that game.
Clay had 37.
What did Steph have?
Steph
had
a terrible
series. Bring up the stats. See, this is why you shouldn't be on Wikipedia. I just wanted to show y'all the scores, but y'all want the details.
Bro, first out. My whole thing is they won because they didn't have no bigs. You show me
who was the big on in Cleveland?
It's right.
Well, you talking about we talking about this team that went up 3-1, right? They had Drake. Go ahead. They had Andrew Bogut, who didn't play the series, but they still had Draymond Green, who's an all-time elite defender, and then he's missing on a momentum switch of the NBA Finals. Literally, that switched the whole momentum in the finals. Nobody has never got suspended in the NBA Finals in history, and it finally happens now for some reason.
See, this is why I can't do this. Because that's my same argument for why the bubble was tough is what you just said about Draymond not being there. So momentum.
What I'm trying to tell you is, don't get you giving them extra credit.
I'm not giving them extra credit. I'm saying one person should not be the reason they lost 2 extra games.
Your best defensive player?
Okay.
No, for real. Against your best defensive player.
So Draymond checked LeBron and Kyrie the whole series.
Bro, it's not about checking Draymond, Kyrie. Oh my God, look. So my whole thing is this. I'm not discounting what they did, but don't come on here and say he came back from 3-1. Give a context.
That's the context, but when we get a context, now
Draymond got hurt, and Kyrie and LeBron went berserk in the paint. They went berserk that game, and they figured something out. They figured something out. They figured that we're gonna just give LeBron, Kyrie the ball, and they're gonna just be able to. They can't stay in front of us. They figured something out.
The whole series.
So, but yeah, Javon, like you're right. It's no excuses for Steph Curry. I get you with that. Steph Curry played terrible with that series. But my whole thing is people give Bron like they try to count 2 rings for LeBron for that, but they don't want to take away a ring from the Dallas Mavericks series. I look at they canceled out.
So either way, he ended up with 4. But at the end of the day, the Golden State Warriors had the better team, all-around team, and they had the better bench. So one player should not have stopped them from one.
Who had a better big three? Who had a better big three?
I disagree.
They didn't have the better bench.
Cleveland team.
Cleveland had the better team.
That Cleveland team had. Now I'm not gonna say they had a better team. I'm not gonna give you that. But as far as playoffs, it's not about the whole roster. It shrinks. That Cleveland team had LeBron James. I'll take him over anybody on Golden State. Kyrie Irving. Okay, I'll take Steph. But Kyrie Irving's better than Draymond, and Kyrie Irving's better than Clay. And you had Kevin Love. Kevin Love ain't come on now. Kevin Love was good. And they role players. They had Iman Shumpert, defender. J.R. Smith, defender. Trent Thomas, defender. So they have good places around LeBron James. But Golden State was a better team. But if you were to ask me, Joe, do you want the Warriors big three or Cleveland big three? I'm taking Cleveland's big three. Because LeBron is better than all of them.
The Warriors were the better team for both years. And that same team beat LeBron. They had a better bench. So alone, that made up for Draymond Green's missing presence. No. They could have won that game. Sean Livingston was a difference. Okay, time out. I agree to disagree then, man. Because you're not saying it.
So why coincidentally they won that game when Draymond got hurt?
The game?
Yeah.
Because it happened right. I'll give you that. In that moment, that was a momentum shift. But literally the next 2 days away, you should have been able to win that game. Because you knew Draymond wasn't going to beat it.
But momentum is a beautiful thing. Telling you.
In the game, I agree. In the game, I agree.
In the series, too. Trust me. Ask OKC. They know that tape. But look, all I'm saying is don't give them extra credit because they came back from 3-1. All right? But but people want to sweep under the rug of what he did in Dallas. Like, you can't do that. Like, and then when I bring up Dallas, they always say,
if you're saying that, then I agree. If you're trying to use those two, but if you're just talking about that one series, you got to give him the credit for it.
This right here counts, though, Tomo. It's not even just about him being defender. It's about his mentality to be a defensive player. He sets that team defensively.
He's the leader.
Without him being there, they don't play the same way. That always happens.
But Tomo, what happened?
It matters.
It happened. I'm not making an excuse for the Warriors.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna brag about them coming back from 3-1, tell the story. That's all I'm saying.
Tell the story. They won it. Look, they won the ring and deservingly so. They won it. Hey, we can't say nothing about that. But give context when you try to praise it. That's it.
All right. Let's wrap this up, y'all.
That's insane.
We definitely gotta revisit this topic though. Because I'm amped right now. I'm hot right now. I just get the little smoke. Come on my head right now. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.